Shalom, Israel. Barakatah Yahweh Bashem Mashiach Yahweh Shai. It's me again, your King and Shepherd KD, coming with another message of daily edification brought to you through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. We ain't stopping this train, y'all. I mean, so much going on, man, that hard to keep up, you know? It's so hard to believe and understand that the Father of Lights knew all of this way back, man. He knows the end from the beginning, right? Well, I want to show y'all something today in the major prophet book of Daniel, chapter 2. We're going to follow the whole thing. All right? So check it out. I know we read this before, but not with everything I got now. We finna go through this again. All right? Yeah, I'm still getting my skittle on, y'all. Hey. I'm still getting my skittle on. Some of you helping us out there. Hey, man, you know that was banned in the other country. Well, that ain't banned here, motherfucker. I'm still eating them. All right. Daniel chapter 12, verse 1. And in the second year of the reign of Nebuchadnezzar, Nebuchadnezzar dreams, wherewith his spirit was troubled, and his sleep brake from him. I mean, he woke up like, huh? What the hell was that? Verse 2. Then the king commanded to call the magicians and the astrologers and the sorcerers and the Chaldeans, for to show the king his dreams. So they came and stood before the king. And the king said unto them, I have dreamed a dream, and my spirit was troubled to know the dream. Then spake the Chaldeans to the king in Syriac, O king, live forever. Tell thy servants the dream, and we will show the interpretation. The king answered and said to the Chaldeans, the thing is gone from me. If you will not make known unto me the dream with the interpretation thereof, ye shall be cut in pieces, and your houses shall be made a dunghill. Now, this is how Nebuchadnezzar got down. I had a dream, and I don't know what it means. Well, tell us, O king, what the dream is, and we'll tell you the interpretation. I don't remember. That's your job. You're supposed to tell me my dream and what it means, and if not, I'm going to kill your whole family. That's some funny shit, huh? All right. Well, verse 6. But if you show the dream and the interpretation thereof, ye shall receive of me gifts and rewards and great honor. Therefore show me the dream and the interpretation thereof. They answered again and said, let the king tell his servants the dream, and we will show the interpretation of it. The king answered and said, I know of a certainty that ye would gain the time, because ye see the thing is gone from me. But if you will not make known unto me the dream, there is but one decree for you. For ye have prepared lying and corrupt words to speak before me, till the time be changed. Therefore tell me the dream, and I shall know that ye can show me the interpretation thereof. The Chaldeans answered before the king and said, there is not a man upon the earth that can show the king's matter. Therefore there is no king, lord, nor ruler that asks such things that any magician or astrologer or Chaldean. He said, you asking some of us that don't nobody ask, man. You won't even tell us what the dream was. And it is a rare thing that the king requireth. And there is none other that can show it before the king except the gods, whose dwelling is not with flesh. For this cause the king was very angry and furious. and commanded to destroy all the wise men of Babylon. So Nebuchadnezzar was like, well, fuck you. You can't tell me my dream and what it means. What do I need you for? Verse 13. And the decree went forth that the wise men should be slain, and they sought Daniel and his fellows to be slain. Daniel wasn't even there. Then Daniel answered with counsel and wisdom to Arioch, the captain of the king's guard, which was gone forth to slay the wise men of Babylon. He answered and said to Arioch, the king's captain, why is the decree so hasty from the king? Then Arioch made the thing known to Daniel. Then Daniel went in and desired of the king that he would give him time, and that he would show the king the interpretation. 17. Then Daniel went to his house and made the thing known to Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, his companions, a.k.a. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Verse 18. That they would desire mercies of the power of heaven concerning this secret, that Daniel and his fellows should not perish with the rest of the wise men of Babylon. Verse 19. Then was the secret revealed unto Daniel in a night vision. Then Daniel blessed the power of heaven. Daniel answered and said, blessed be the name of the power forever and ever, for wisdom and might are his. He changeth the times and the seasons. He removes kings and sets up kings. He gives wisdom unto the wise and knowledge unto them that know understanding. He reveals the deep and secret things. He knows what is in the darkness, and the light dwelleth with him. 23. I thank thee and praise thee, O power of my fathers, who has given me wisdom and might, and has made known unto me now what we desire of thee. For thou hast now made known unto us the king's matter. Therefore Daniel went in unto Arioch, whom the king had ordained to destroy the wise men of Babylon. He went and said thus unto him, destroy not the wise men of Babylon. Bring me in before the king, and I will show unto thee, the king, the interpretation. Then Arioch brought Daniel before the king in haste. He was like, come on. He ran with him and said thus unto him, I have found a man of the captives of Judah that will make known unto the king the interpretation. The king answered and said to Daniel, whose name was Belshazzar, are you able to make known unto me the dream which I have seen, and the interpretation thereof? Daniel answered in the presence of the king and said, the secret which the king have demanded cannot the wise men, the astrologers, the magicians, the soothsayers show unto the king. He said they can't do it. But there is a power in heaven that reveals secrets and make known to the king Nebuchadnezzar what shall be in the latter days. Your dream and the visions of your head upon thy bed are these. He said, listen up. This is what your dream was. As for thee, O king, thy thoughts came into thy mind upon thy bed, what should come to pass hereafter. And he that revealeth secrets maketh known to thee what shall come to pass. So Nebuchadnezzar sat up on the side of his bed and said, what's going to happen after I die? Verse 30. But as for me, the secret is not revealed to me for any reason, that I have more than any living, but for their sakes that shall make known the interpretation to the king, and that you mightest know thy thoughts of thy heart. Verse 31. Thou, O king, sawest, and behold, a great image. This great image, whose brightness was excellent, stood before you, and the form thereof was terrible. This image's head was of fine gold, his breasts and his arms of silver, his belly and his thighs of brass, his legs of iron, his feet part of iron and part of clay. Thou sawest till that a stone was cut without hands, which smote the image upon his feet that were of the iron and clay, and make them into pieces. Then was the iron, the clay, the brass, the silver, and the gold broke into pieces together, and became like the chaff of the summer threshing floors. And the wind carried them away, that no place was found for them. And the stone that smote the image became a great mountain and filled the whole earth. Verse 36. This is the dream, and we will tell the interpretation thereof before the king. You, O king, are the king of kings. For the power of heaven hath given you a kingdom, power, and strength, and glory. And wheresoever the children of men dwell, the beasts of the field and the fowls of the heaven have he given into your hand, and have made you ruler over them. You are this head of gold. Verse 39. After you shall arise another kingdom, inferior to you, and another third kingdom of brass, which shall bear rule over all the earth. Verse 40. And the fourth kingdom shall be as strong as iron. For as much as iron breaketh in pieces, and subdueth all things, and as iron that breaketh all these, shall it break in pieces and bruise. And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay, and part iron, the kingdom shall be divided, but shall be in it of strength, of the strength of a lion. For as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay, and as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong, partly broken. Whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with clay. And in the days of these kings shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom, which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. For as much as thou sawest that the stone was cut out of the mountain with hands, and that it brake in pieces the iron, the brass, the clay, the silver, and the gold, the great power hath made known to the king what shall come to pass hereafter. And the dream is certain, and the interpretation thereof sure. Then the king Nebuchadnezzar fell upon his face and worshipped Daniel, and commanded that they should offer an oblation and odors and sweet odors unto him. The king answered unto Daniel and said, Of a truth it is, that your power is a power of powers, and a Lord of kings, and a revealer of secrets, seeing thou couldest reveal this secret. Then the king made Daniel a great man, and gave him many gifts, and made him ruler over the whole province of Babylon, and chief of the governors over the wise men of Babylon. All right. Then Daniel requested of the king that he set Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego over the affairs of the province of Babylon. But Daniel sat in the gate of the king. So, why did I read all that? Well, this dream was talking about back then, but it's also talking about now. Let's get to the statue, all right? The fourth kingdom is Rome, and you know America is known as a revived Roman Empire. So, the old Roman Empire got broken to pieces, and this empire is getting broken to pieces now that we've dealt with that. Verse 41, And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay, part iron, the kingdom shall be divided, but there shall be in it the strength of the iron, for as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay. Now, the kingdom's divided. Democrats and Republicans, right? You also got independents and all that other shit. But the kingdom is divided. And as the toes of the feet were part iron, part clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong, partly broken. It's strong because America had a strong military, but it was a military under a corporation which got compromised, and now America's military ain't worth a shit. Verse 43, And whereas thou saw iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with the clay. So, that's this beast system. See, the iron is everything that the AI controls. The miry clay is all of the people. Now, true enough, the booyah was put inside a man. But it says right here that the seed of man, but they shall not cleave one to another. See, so that means that the clay is going to worship the iron. All right? The clay is going to worship the iron. Okay? Verse 44, And in the days of these things shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people. meaning that our kingdom is going to be everlasting. That's talking about us. But it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms. So we're going to break this system, all right? When we get powered up, we're that rock that's going to smash this system and destroy it. And then we're going to take all of their spoils, and we shall stand forever. Verse 45. For as much as thou sawest that the stone was cut out of the mountain with hands, and that it brake in pieces the iron, the brass, the clay, and the silver, and the gold, the great power I made known to the king what shall come to pass hereafter. And the dream is certain, and the interpretation thereof. So, he said, it's going to form, and then it's going to get broken. Let's go to Revelations. Chapter 13. Verse 2. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power, and his seat, and great authority. And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. We know that's the financial system. One going down, the digital financial system coming up. And they worshiped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast, and they worshiped the beast, saying, who was like unto the beast? Who was able to make war with him? Well, you can't make war with him and submit to him at the same time. Verse 5. And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months. So, once we're out of here, all right, the system's going to kick in. The system's going to kick in. Go to your calculator and divide, put 42, then hit the divide sign by 12, and you're going to come out with 3.5. That's 3.5 years. All right, 3.5 years. So, that's 42 months. It's going to take 42 months for this beast system to come into play. Because, well, let me finish it up. Verse 7, and it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. Now, who's it talking about? The saints are talking about Jake. That's why it's called Jacob's trouble. All right? These are all the hard-headed, scoffing Pharisees and everybody that didn't want to listen. It was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them, and power was given him over all kindreds, tongues, and nations. That's this damn wicked-ass computer. Verse 8. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are now written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. Your ass got to be in the book, okay? Now, your ass got to be in the book. All right. Verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. Let him hear. He that leads into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killed with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and faith of the saints. So all these elites been doing all this stuff over the years. They led into captivity. So now they're going to be led into captivity. How are they going to be led into captivity? They are going to worship this beast. That's why it says he calls it all, both small and great, free and bond, rich and poor, to receive the mark. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett, all of these bastards are going to have to be Neuralinked and chipped in. Now, this is where the 42 months come from, all right? It says, and there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months. Well, what's that for? That's to chip everybody. They're going to have 3.5 years to chip everybody. All right. Verse 7. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. And power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. All right. and all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and faith of the saints. Verse 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. That's the financial system. And he doeth great wonders, so that he make fire come down from heaven on earth in the sight of men. That's what we just saw, where Brother Haywood put up there. Verse 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by the sword and did live. So it says, make an image to the beast. So the beast, if it was human, wouldn't need an image. This beast needs an image of itself. Verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, free, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. So, what does a computer deal with? It deals with numbers, calculations. You know, they have an AI known as Aladdin. I forgot what it stands for. It's a long-ass acronym for investments. If you ever heard of the country BlackRock, BlackRock is the world's biggest investment company. BlackRock owns everything. BlackRock was worth $8 billion in 1989. 34 years later, BlackRock is worth $34 trillion. Now, there's only two entities that supersede BlackRock in the financial area. That's the United States and China. That's it. So BlackRock has money, more money than entire nations, and they're just an investment company. Do you know how they got that way? They got that way, all right, because the AI, Aladdin, the more information you feed it, the better it gets in investments. The AI, the reason it's the Antichrist and the reason why it's so effective is because it thrives on information and it calculates everything. So the chances of you getting over on an AI is 0, 0, 0, because an AI will outthink you. It's 100 steps ahead of you. It thinks faster than humans. All right? It's been ahead of us all this time, making us believe that Bill Gates and all these other weenies that have been dead for the longest are still out here doing things. It runs the media. It runs the radios. It runs the newspapers. It runs everything. It tells what to write, how to write it. It's a deadly machine with intelligence far superior to anything that mankind has ever seen. It's smarter than everybody except the Most High, right? This is why the Most High, in the end, is going to have to turn his men up, all right, and bring, and Yahushua got to come down with the heavenly armies to destroy this thing. That's the rock. That's the rock in Daniel chapter 2 that's going to smash the statue of the clay and the iron, all right? And then it's going to be blown away. But then guess what's going to happen after that? They're going to have to cleave to the house of Israel. We're the rock. We're the ones that's going to destroy it. We're the ones that's going to bring it into it. Because if not for the elect's sake, no flesh will survive. Like I told you before, this is why the AI, all right, through artificial intelligence and cloning, has got all of these. Look how many people it got. It got your co-workers, your family members, all that. It got you to do what? It got you to take that booyah. Am I right? Now, how did we get over? Well, we got over by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. That's how we got over. And a little letter from me if you want to keep your job, which it did work. So we got to be those men, all right? And I got to be that king, all right? Got to be him. Ain't no other way around it. That's the only reason you getting this information. It was given to me. Wasn't given to nobody else on the planet. So, April 8th, people. April 8th. All right? April 8th is the seal. All right? And after the seal, then we're going to be delivered and pulled out of here. That's what's going to happen. So, what I urge y'all to do, if you being attacked right now, your family members and all of that, man, y'all better put all that shit down. The devil gunning for you. He want as many of you as he could get, man. He already got Frank. It's sad, man. He got him right at the end. But Frank got himself. See? Don't let that be you. Right? Because the Most High is boiling it down. You either in or out. Now, if you in this body, you better stay in this body and do what you're supposed to do, man. Don't be getting tricked by your damn family members. Oh, I got problems. Oh, man, you better put that shit down. See, this the worst time to fuck up, man. It's the worst time to fuck up. You'll never forgive yourself. That's what weeping and gnashing of teeth is going to be. You will never forgive yourself, man, if you let this go down like this, man. I'm telling y'all. All right? Come ye out from among them and be ye separate. Touch no unclean thing and I will receive you. That's where we at now. Frank touched the unclean thing and his ass got cut his portion with the hypocrites. It's fucked up. That's what happened. Don't be out there doing no dumb shit. All right? If you're doing wrong, you better tighten up, man. I'm telling you. I already told y'all how planted I am with this truth, man, and what I believe. Like I say, I'm paying very little this month, just enough to get along. I think I'll pay my auto insurance. I'll pay that. You know, I'll pay a couple of things, but other than that, man, fuck that. I'm going out tonight, man. I got reservations at the steakhouse. Hell yeah. Celebrating early. All right? The Most High not a man that he can lie. If he said immediately after the tribulation of those days, all right, shall the sun be darkened and the moon not give her light, and then shall you see the coming of the Son of Man? That means he coming after that. That's why he ain't came yet, because the signal is that blood moon. I mean, not blood moon, that eclipse, that solar eclipse. Once that solar eclipse come, that's the green light. He coming. And man, if you miss that, I feel bad for you. You better pull your ass up out your pity party. You better get away from your fucking rotten ass family members. You better start concentrating on nothing but getting the fuck out of here, man. Telling y'all. And all you Pharisees, man, I can't wait. Obi-Wan Kenobi, I can't wait, nigga. You Obi-Wan, I'm Darth Vader, all right? I'm gonna get that lightsaber and make your head roll, all right? I even want to do the breathing. I want to get that shit in there too, you know? I want your fucking head rolling, man. Maybe the angels can make me a Darth Vader suit. I want the helmet, I want the whole thing. You have failed me for the last time, you fucking Pharisee. I even want the voice, goddammit. Yeah, I even want the voice. Right? I want to kick your kneecaps in backwards, motherfucker. But hey, y'all know it's more to come, right? It's more to come. I'm all full today. Look, y'all. Y'all see this shit? Look at my arm. See that? You see? That's blood under there. All right? They got to go back in my arm. I'm back to the catheter. They got to go back in my arm, okay? And try to raise my vein where they keep taking the blood. So now I'm back on the catheter. They fucked my arm up the other day. They was in there pulling that needle out and putting it in. And man, my arm was on fire. I tell them, hey. They all know I don't complain. I don't flinch. I don't do nothing. I said, this shit's starting to hurt like a motherfucker. So they had to stop. Went to the doctor yesterday. Doctor was like, yeah, you know, you got too much tissue up here. Your vein is under there, but I'm going to have to raise up where they get to it. Now, is he going to set the appointment before April 8th? I don't know. If he do, then I'll go and get it done. Fuck it. I'm still finish my cup. But if not, like I say, look, y'all, I got tunnel vision. I don't give a fuck, man. But look, y'all go ahead on and wolf this down. Another one coming in a minute. Giving all praise to Yahweh Bashem Mashiach Yahushai. See y'all in a minute. KD, and I'm out. Shalom.